To become brave and to develop courage only really requires one thing from you: massive self-trust. The kind of self-trust that says, you know what? I can do this. You know what? I am good enough. You know what? I am capable. And you know what? I'll give it a shot. I'll try my best. Because so many people are paralyzed by the idea of what they want that they never end up actually going for it. It's easier to sit there and think about how great it would be to have something than it is to actually take a shot, because that could ruin your fantasy. What if it doesn't work out? At least if you sit there and you think about the idea, you can be a little coward, but at least there's hope. When you actually go out there and you fail and you see that it doesn't work, all of a sudden that romanticized idea is gone. Look, these ideas, these dreams, these visions, that flame, that fuse, that spark that you have inside of you is there for a reason. And it's not there to die out with you. It's there to be brought to life. Your ideas come to you because they want to be expressed. And if you're not going to be the person that actually capitalizes on them, what you'll find a lot of the time is that somebody else will come out and do something similar to what you were thinking about. They'll live the kind of life that you want to live. And you'll look at them and you'll go, you know what, it's so unfair because that was my idea and they stole it. Or, you know what, I was gonna do that and this person, it's just unrealistic, somebody sold me a fake dream. The truth is, most of what you see other people doing, you're more than capable of doing. You have it in you. The question is, are you brave enough? Do you have the courage? Will you take the risk? And that's where most people fall off. But when you trust yourself, when you say to yourself that you are good enough, that you are capable, that you do have the potential in you, you actually give yourself a chance. And that's all you really need. You just need the chance. Think about it. If you never take a shot, if you never take the risk, you've lost by default. It's been said that every shot you don't take is the equivalent of a shot missed. Every opportunity you don't actually pursue is an opportunity lost. If we're going to succeed in our lives and lead fulfilling lives and actually be happy, we have to be willing to take chances and be willing to fail. Real self-trust, a big part of it is the willingness to fall flat on your face, to mess up, to actually not succeed. Because this expectation and this idea that everything should go the way you want it to go is what's keeping you from a great life. Many people think, well, if only I had the money, then I would travel. Well, let me challenge you with something. What if you started to travel and that's what would create the wealth and the money? Now, how does that work? Well, what if you started a travel blog? Or what if you figured out a way to review hotels and you got to stay for free? Maybe that's what creates your wealth and your lifestyle. If your limiting belief of why you can't start a brand, a fashion brand, a clothing line, is that you're not well known yet, maybe the way you will get known is through this brand. So instead of using it as an excuse not to go forward, I want you to flip it on its head and say to yourself, how could this lead to me being successful? Because although it's easier to dismiss, and although it's easier to actually say it's not going to work, and although it's easier to not take the chance, it's also way more painful. And maybe your life so far has been you living that experience of not taking chances. And I'd say the pain of never even having tried is a lot worse than the pain of falling over when you're taking a risk.